What's up, guys? Today we're at the San Diego Zoo.
Nate? Is he hiding? Yeah, he doesn't want to. He's hiding that black hair. No, it's right there. Where? No, beside 6. Oh, is this a different one?
Wallaby. Is it wallaby? 好似 kangaroo 咁喎，係咪喺入邊啊？呢個都幾細。I think it's too hard for the animal. 匿埋晒。
Can't really see anything.
They're hiding.
Oh, there. Do you have the wire?
Okay, I think we're just gonna wait in the shade.
Take a nap or something.
Oh yeah.
所以 嗰度有瞓覺。
Oh, there's one over there.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just moving. That was.
Yo.
It's like your spirit animal. Your booty.
Yo, what? Yo, what?
Whoa, what just happened?
It's like the Discovery Channel.
Oh yeah.
我可以行上去嗰度睇啊，咪近啲。
Oh, I love it. It's a close one.
Yeah.
Interesting looking bird.
There's actually two birds.
What did they eat?
Oh, where? Oh yeah, I see.
And there's another one.
He's like sitting down like a sitting duck.
Oh, I see another one. I see another
Bro,
one.
he's not even blinking.
See?
Oh.
He's like
Oh, there's
staring
another
at
one
them.
right there.
He's not even moving. He's like scared.
No. Oh, yeah. I don't see. Oh, there's one up there too.
There's one in the trees.
喺行死後面，
Oh wait, what?
都係 bird。
Oh yeah.
It's not my fault you're trying to bring me. They're all out the
wild without our help. About 13 are born every year in the wild without assistance from us. So it's pretty incredible. So I like talking about our farmers and the footprint.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's some birds.
Oh, do you see it?
Right, there's a bird up there too.
Up there. It's probably.
It's right there. See that thing?
Oh yeah.
Rattlesnake?
What's that?
It's gonna say.
I think your hair might be delicious. Oh, it's a long.
This is like new breed, not a horse. That was just staring at the. I feel like it was. He's just staring at it.
About how like all these animals in the zoo probably see animals that they were never meant to see.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
camels should never be looking.
I think they should orient them based on geographical.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. This has to be where it is.
There used to be a cheetah in there.
Like, yes, it looks cute, but like it's. Anything you wanted in the zoo shop and see what you did. It's funny. Because she would have bought you anything you wanted.
Amazing. Do that. Skip it.
That's water so that if it gets thirsty, it can drink.
Oh, it's out of water.
Yeah, but they don't need a whole lot of water.
Cheers, buddy.
It's still hot. So hot. You want a fan? Yeah, sure, Captain.
What does that say?
I'm blocking for you. Damn.
Myślałam, że to odsłoni. Otherwise, why would I always be out again? Por allá, mira, acá.
They'll tag them after. Take picture. Take picture, boy. Pin mo kay Waki. Waki. Mga kapatid mo, Waki.
Doesn't look like there's anything. Well, it's all the way back there. Sure. Alright. Alright guys, we're going on the kangaroo bus.
Over here to the left is where we have our polar bears. And then our stop is at the very top of the hill here. So we're going to be pigs and then other animals on tow our animals from the Africans. Stop an additional ticket to it, but you know, air conditioning, cute little movie, time to sit. That's what I'd be doing if I was off right now. Majority of the animals in Elephant Odyssey you can see from this spot. I take the steps now for you before you exit, for your safety. You need to finish out the soup, so please stay seated or hold on tight. We'll get back over there. So we're if you're waiting on the sidewalk for the bus tour, I do need everyone to be behind the rope. I do need to make sure the sidewalk is.
Oh guys, we're back at the koala place.
We're gonna.
Where's Dad?
Oh, so there's like another bear here. Oh yeah.
Where's the thing? Oh, I got one. Francois.
Oh, they're the penguins. It's kind of hard to see because of the glass.
The glass, yeah, it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was a real snake for a sec. Yo, we got a lot of flamingos here.
This one. Look at this one. Like, I guess. Capuchin monkey over there.
That. What's that?
Rock. We have to go to Africa Rock.
Oh, where?
Yeah, that's yarn. That's yarn.
Is our person.
It looks like
Looks like
gorilla.
Run, Dad. Run.
Not yet, wait, you gotta make sure we're going the right way.
ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಮಲಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ?
Buddy?
Oh. Just asleep.
Rhino.
What was that sound? Oh.
Why don't like I guess not all birds? Why are more birds not like this?
There's really one behind that as well. Yeah, they're literal spiders. I don't know if you guys can see, but they're like literal spiders hanging. Is that spiders or flies? I think that's spiders.
They're all sleeping.
Yeah.
All right, once again, welcome to the world famous San Diego Zoo guided bus tour. As we go down this hill, one thing you're gonna notice is just how green the San Diego Zoo is. Most people think of animals when they think of zoos, but the San Diego Zoo is also a botanical garden, home to thousands of different species of plants, many of which are very rare and endangered. This part of the zoo that we're in right now represents our Southeast Asian Conservation Hub, which means most of the plants and animals in this part of the zoo are from Southeast Asia, including one that we're hopefully going to see on the right side of the bus coming up here in just a moment. This habitat here on the right is home to the Malayan tigers. We do have 3 Malayan tigers here at the San Diego Zoo. I'm going to pull into this little outlet here and see what we can find. The Malayan tigers can be a little shy sometimes. I'll stay here for a few seconds, see if any of them come out into the open. Now, like all species of tigers, Malayan tigers are endangered, which is why the San Diego Zoo is part of the Malayan Tiger Species Survival Plan. And we're involved in a lot of different species survival plans here at the zoo. And what those are, they are programs where we work with other zoos and sanctuaries to try to increase the populations of endangered species. Sometimes that involves trading animals between zoos to make sure that we find the perfect match for animals to start families. We only have males here at the zoo right now when it comes to Malayan tigers, but we're always in contact with those other zoos trying to find potential partners for them. The beach over there, and if you look behind the hippo habitat in that grassy, foresty area, you can also see an okapi over there. That's that large brown animal with the white stripes on its rear end. There's actually 2 okapis in there. And they're another very endangered species, those okapis. We're going to go past the first primates of the tour. On the right side of the bus here, up on those trees and in the platforms, you might be able to see some monkeys. I'll go by real slow, but it doesn't look like any of them are in the mood for pictures. Those of you on the upper deck can maybe see some of them down below, but it will be tricky. Actually, I do see one way off in the distance on that rope way over there. That looks like one of the swamp monkeys. We have 2 different species in to find them later. But if we get really lucky, we might get to see a couple of those babies. I'm assuming most of you got to see the American flamingos back by the entrance of the zoo. On the left side of the bus here, we are going past the African flamingos, which are a little bit smaller, and they're also a much lighter shade of pink than those American bus pass, so we might let them take off first. That bus in front of us is what's known as a kangaroo bus. And like the bus tour, they've got some really impressive nests right now. And here's one of those big hits of those buses if you want to avoid any of those. If you look to the left side of the bus here, behind all that bamboo there, that's where the Exotic Animal Hospital is located. It was opened all the way back in the 1920s, and it was a very sophisticated hospital for its time. There was a lot of groundbreaking work done there. One of the most famous cases to come from that hospital involves an orangutan named Karen. Treetops way later today. On the right side of the bus here, you may have been able to see some smaller antelope species there. And as we pull over on the left, we are passing the northern frontier section, including one that we're hopefully going to see on the left side of the bus here in just a moment. This habitat to our left is home to the polar bears. We do have 3. At one point, there was less than 20 of those Bontomocs left in the entire world. If you look down the hill on the left, you might be able to see one of the polar bears down there. He's kind of behind all these bushes up close to the bus, but he is in there. I think that's one of the females, actually. And on the right side of the bus here, these are the Chicoan peccaries. They're a very fluffy and also very endangered animal from South America. They're also a very close relative of the javelinas that we have here in the United States. As we continue a little bit further ahead, we are going to pass a local species here coming up on the left. This is the mountain lion habitat. I do see one of them sleeping up on the rocks here to our left. I'll go nice and slow so you can try to see him over there. We do have 2 mountain lions living in here, so I'll keep my eyes out for the other one. They are a mostly nocturnal animal, so as the sun starts to set more and more, they're going to become more active climbing around on the rocks. So if we come back here after this tour, they'll probably be a bit more active. In there, it's a very stubby species of antelope, only about a foot tall, so he's really difficult to see in all that tall grass there. And as we continue ahead, back at the start of the tour, I mentioned that the San Diego Zoo is a botanical garden. On the right, I've seen a little green sign in front of it that says Trail Begins Here. It's a little green circular sign. There's a lot of those Trail Begins Here signs around the zoo, and they do have QR codes on them. Little fluffy brown animals are called African rock hyraxes. And they're kind of a special animal. I want you to turn to the person next to you and guess what you think the hyrax's closest relative is. What does that hyrax remind you of a little bit? Lions. I do see the female sleeping up on that platform real close to us. She does live here with her brother, so keep an eye out for him as well. He'll be a similar size, but with a large mane around his neck. These lions do sleep up to 20 hours during the bus tour. This is the jaguar habitat. I'm checking all of her favorite spots. I'm not seeing her so far. On hot days like this, she does like to spend a lot of time in her den, so she might be in there. But if you come back on foot, there is a viewing window into her den, so you can take a look in there. She'll usually be sleeping most of the day. On the right here, sort of up close, we're going past the capybaras and tapirs, which are some more South American animals, just like the jaguar. And if you look way off in the distance over there on the right, you might be able to see the largest animal at the San Diego Zoo, the African elephant. I do see one way down over there by the water. I did also have a baby tapir here that was born about 1 month ago, so keep your eyes out for them. We do have a lot of capybaras. We have 2 parents, which gave birth to 4 quadruplets just a couple months ago. So a lot of capybaras here. We are going to get a nice up-close view of this next elephant here on the right. This area to our right here is Elephant Odyssey. And this section of Elephant Odyssey is currently home to 3 young male elephants. Elephants are usually a matriarchal society, which means every herd of elephants should have an oldest female who is the matriarch of the herd. The matriarchs do make all of the decisions for the herds, and one of those decisions is who gets to stay in the herd and who has to go. And when males reach a certain age, they will usually be dismissed from their herd, sent off to live on their own. That's what's happened to those 3 males that we passed back there. And they're currently part of a bachelor herd, which is something that sometimes I did mention our animal hospital earlier in the tour, but the elephants are too big to transport over there, so they have their very own care center in this section of the zoo. It might look a little intimidating with all those bars over there, but the elephants only go inside if they feel like it. It's totally voluntary, and they're usually pretty eager to go inside because they know they're going to get treats while they're in there. They're also going to get some training, which is really fun for them. They're very intelligent, so they love to learn. And they also get some grooming done in there as well. It's really important for elephants to keep their... On the right here, we are going to get a view of our oldest elephant at the San Diego Zoo. That there is Shaba. She is the only female that we have at the San Diego Zoo right now. And like I said, she's much older than those males that we saw earlier. She is actually 43 years old, which might sound a little old, but it's still relatively young for an elephant. They can live well past the age of 60, so she still has a long life ahead of her. While we're looking at Shaba there and continuing ahead, I'm going to talk about this building that's coming up on the left pretty soon called the Butterfly Conservation Lab, which does a lot of important research into protecting local butterfly species found right here in Southern California. One of the most common butterflies around here is the monarch butterfly. It's a beautiful orange and black color, but I did see one earlier in the tour flying around us actually. Growing up here in San Diego, me and my family always had milkweed growing in our yard, which is the only thing that monarch caterpillars will eat. And it was really special to see those monarchs return every year to lay their eggs, and we would see those caterpillars grow and change into butterflies. But unfortunately, as the years have gone by, there have been less and less monarch butterflies returning to San Diego. And it was really shocking for me to discover that their populations have gone down by 95% since the 1980s. And that is the case for several butterflies you see here. And you'll sort of think of nature conservation as something that only involves these large exotic animals from faraway places. But a lot of the work that the San Diego Zoo does involves protecting local species found right here in the southwestern regions of North America. Because a lot of them are just as endangered as a lot of those very exotic animals are. And we do have a great example of one of those animals coming up here on the right. Up on that big perch in the middle there, that is a California condor. He's one of the largest birds at the San Diego Zoo. He's got a wingspan of about 9.5 feet across, so a very large bird. He's also an endangered bird. Back in 1982, there was only 22 of these California condors left. They were right on the brink of extinction. So immediately captive breeding programs were started here at the San Diego Zoo as well as our safari park. Also the LA Zoo was involved, and we've been able to raise their numbers from just, it is a hot day, so they might be down in the burrows below enjoying the shade, but it is starting to get towards the afternoon, so we might see a couple of them walking around. I actually see a couple of them near the back wall over there in the sun, 3 of them actually, one's digging there. You might see that they've got some really dark fur around their eyes. That dark fur absorbs a lot of sunlight, which is really important for them. On the left side of the bus, we've got some really cool plants growing here. 28 different species of bananas, also some dragon fruits, papayas, bamboo as well. We grow a lot of fruits, vegetables, and grasses right here on zoo grounds in order to feed to our animals. Gardens, which is one of the coolest parts of the zoo for looking at plants. There are several self-guided tours over there as well. There's over 100 different species of plants over here in the Africa Rocks Gardens. One of my favorite plants growing over there is the baobab, which is those tall, thick trees from Madagascar and other parts of Africa. We have some of them growing here, but they won't look quite like the thing you should keep in mind when you look at the plants around the zoo here today. A lot of them may look like they're just there for decoration, but every plant here does serve a purpose. A lot of them are very endangered, a lot of them are very sensitive to changes, so make sure you leave them alone. A great example of that is the bamboo that we have here. None of the bamboo around the zoo is for decoration. Some of it is actually used as food for 2 animals that recently arrived here, which are going to be eating over 40 pounds of bamboo a day each. So we are going to be needing a lot of that bamboo. And the second someone carves their name into the bamboo, we can no longer use it as food. It's considered contaminated. So please make sure you respect all the plants around here. A lot of them need just as much protection as the animals. We're going to go down Center Street here at Cutsville, and they are still growing down here. They'll be up ahead on the left side of the bus. But one of the names for this area is Bear Canyon, and we do still have several species of bears living down here on Center Street. These first 2 habitats are home to the sloth bears. I'll go by nice and slow, but they are the shyest of the bears in Center Street, so they might not be in the mood for pictures right now. Looks like the sloth bears weren't really out in the open, so we're just going to continue ahead. We'll stop when we do see some animals. The bear might be a bit more familiar to anyone from the US. Coming up on the right, these are the North American grizzly bears. I see a lot of people looking in here. I do see one down by the water right in the middle there. We have 2 grizzly bears living together in this area of the zoo. They are actually twin, so that's why they were brought here to the San Diego Zoo, and they now live a nice peaceful life here. This next species of bear, I do see one of them out in the open here on the right. These are the Andean bears. This one down on the bottom there is Alba. She's our female Andean bear. Also known as spectacled bears because of that dark fur around their eyes that sort of looks like sunglasses. These Andean bears are named after the Andes Mountains. They are the only species of bear found in South America. They're also a very arboreal species of bear, which was a really impressive milestone for those bears to reach. Turbo, her mate, lives in this area on the right, but it looks like he's back in his cave right now, so we can't really see him. Not visible from the bus, but we do have a different animal that lives in this habitat on our right, and maybe we'll get to see a couple of them. This is where the Francois langurs live. It's a species of monkey. I don't see any in this close habitat, so they're probably all in that glass one back there. It's orange fur. It's actually almost all black already.
Oh, wait.
Black and white African penguins. Most people think of Antarctica when they think of penguins, but only about a quarter of penguin species really live in Antarctica. The rest are found all across the southern hemisphere, in different parts of South America, Australia, New Zealand, and like these ones here, Africa. Unfortunately, a lot of penguin species do have their very valuable fertilizer in a lot of parts of the world. On the right here, you can see the Africa Rock stage, where there will be several shows happening tonight if you're interested in that. Also on the right here, on the left here, we're about to go past the lemur habitat, which is home to 5 different species of lemurs, most of which are really difficult to see from the bus. 5 species of lemurs might sound like a lot, but it's just a small fraction of the over 100 species found in Madagascar. Unfortunately today, every species of lemur is endangered, and that's due to a lot of deforestation happening on Madagascar, specifically for mining operations. You can see a vervet monkey on the orange ridge there on our left. They do like to watch the buses go by every once in a while. One way that you can help support the lemurs from back there is by avoiding purchasing gemstones that were mined from the earth and instead purchasing lab-grown gemstones, which are identical in every way, right down to the chemistry. They just require a lot less destruction to obtain. On the right here, we've got a little secret habitat. This is where Cookie the honey badger lives, or at least that's one of her homes. Cookie used to live on this area to our left, but when it was remodeled as Africa Rocks, she was moved behind the scenes temporarily. So if you are a long-time guest of the San Diego Zoo and you're wondering where the honey badger went, she is still here at the zoo. She's just living behind the scenes for now. On the right here, you're going to want to scan the trees and look for some fluffy gray koalas. I do see one sleeping right here on our right. We do actually have the largest breeding colony of koalas in the world, outside of Australia at least. Chances are, though, any of the koalas you see are going to be sleeping. That's because they sleep up to 22 hours per day. Even longer ahead of us, all the area to our right will still be koala area. We do have a lot of koalas here. Jungle at some point. It's a very flat part of the zoo, so it's easy to access, and it is home to a lot of our largest animals, including the rhino, Australian aviaries here, one of which is home to my favorite species of bird, the kookaburra from Australia, which is the largest kingfisher in the world. If you are in this part of the zoo or in the urban jungle later today, and you hear what sounds like someone laughing super loudly, it's probably not a person. That's probably the kookaburra doing its laughing call.
Alright guys, we're going out. There's the exit. Yeah. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.